Hello, Sovereign Jane Jenkins here. So, I had to learn the importance of giving myself grace throughout my life because sometimes we are too hard on ourselves and we try to do everything at once and we try to make everybody's problems our own when it should not be that way. I'm the author of P Policy, Volume 1. It's about setting boundaries and maintaining self respect. It's a self help book to elevate the consciousness of young women in society. So, when you go through something, you tend to imbibe everything that you've gone through, and then you internalize it and you try to digest it. And sometimes you don't handle it well because it's not your situation or your issue to digest. And you have to take that into consideration when you're growing up. But sometimes we don't know any better. Sometimes we blame ourselves for the little things. And I remember when my father left, I thought it was my fault. So I thought it was something that I had done, not realizing that things were going on in the background that were impacting the relationship in general, and it had nothing to do with me. It was the DNA test, the swabbing of the mouth, the arguments that happened in the background. And somehow I found myself blaming myself and saying that it was my fault after it was all said and done, when as a child, we tend to look for reasons for something that has happened, and we often do blame ourselves if somebody leaves our life due to fear of abandonment. But sometimes that's not the case. So, give yourself grace. If you've gone through something as you progress and you've gotten older, do not put the blame where it's not supposed to be placed. You are innocent. You are the person who was just happens to be there in the background while everything was happening. And it is okay that you went through that because you learn lessons that life wouldn't have taught you otherwise. You take those lessons and you gather all of the data and you internalize it and you go on to that next step in life and make sure it doesn't happen for you. And if that means that you're very strict and very intolerant to BS, then that's what that has to mean. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. You get to live it. You get a say in everything that you do. So you should never feel guilty for choosing you, and do not take on the plight of others because they have their own burdens to bear. Now, if you have gone through something and you have not dissected it and you don't know how to dissect it, I recommend getting a therapist or a coach or a psychologist, somebody that can help you go back and walk through those feelings so you can analyze and feel how you need to feel and understand why you felt those things so you could digest it and move on in your adulthood. Because sometimes we spend so much time looking back at the past and we relive in the past and we have the playback going on in the background. We really need to be focused on the future and focused on how you can move away from the past, but at the same time learn the lessons of the past and apply them to the future. So it's okay. I'm here to tell you it's okay. Love yourself. Treat yourself well. Go out. Go on trips. Do some self-care. Get a facial. Do your nails. Do your hair. Get a new outfit. Do your makeup. There are so many things that you can do on a daily basis that help you heal, and you don't even recognize that that's what you're doing. You're literally embracing and honoring yourself by taking care of yourself and not beating yourself up. And yes, even the negative self-talk is mental abuse. So keep that in mind. And next time you're saying, "Oh my God, I'm so stupid," don't do that. Okay? So this is my suggestion to you. Love yourself, treat yourself well, think of yourself as special and royal, and go with that narrative no matter how far along you get in life. And never let someone disrespect you or dishonor your value. I'm Sovereign Jane Jenkins. If I can do it, anyone can.